What's up, fam? We right back at it, man. Right back at it. What's up, man? The homie Mainman Mademan here. Y'all know how I get down. We talking boxing. It's going down. If you kept your eyes to the headlines, I'm sure y'all saw the news, and I hope everything is clear out there on this stream. If not, please let me know in the comments. But I know y'all been keeping y'all eyes to the headlines, man. And word on the curb, Canelo Alverez will be taking on Avni Yildrum for the vacant 168-pound championship that was vacated recently by David Benavidez, where he lost it on the scales due to not making weight. Now, we were wondering who was the person that was going to pick up the pieces, fight fans. And a lot of y'all out there thought it was going to be Canelo. I must admit, y'all hit me up and say, man, I think it's going to be Canelo that's going to get this belt. Dang, if the WBC didn't oblige, man. Now, I'm going to keep it 100 with y'all, fam. I'm not feeling this fight. I'm not feeling what the WBC did here. And allow me to give my reasons for such. I hope everything is clear. Avni Yildrum. Really? Avni Yildrum. Now, we were wondering who they was going to choose. Avni Yildrum is #1 in the WBC. But the thing that makes this so bad is that Avni Yildrum's last fight, February of 2019, against Anthony Dirrell for the vacant WBC championship, which he lost that fight. Now, it was a messed up way that he lost. It was a close fight. He lost by split decision, and he lost due to an accidental headbutt, and they ended the fight. But it don't matter. The fact is, he lost. After that, him and his promoter run to the WBC convention, do what they got to do, the same way that Sean Porter and Kenny Porter went running down to the WBC convention right after they lost to Earl Spence Jr. Funny, Sean Porter's the #1 contender in the WBC. Avni Yildrum and his promoter run down to the WBC convention, make sure they keep their #1 position. After that, Avni Yildrum pops for a PED. Pops for a PED due to the WBC Clean Boxer program. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, fam. I don't want to get too ahead of myself without saying some quotes here, man. My man pops positive for PEDs for 2 substances at that. Comes out with some explanation. The WBC does an investigation and they buy it. They buy it. According to the WBC, and I quote, the World Boxing Council has closed its clean boxing program's results management process concerning Avni Yildrum's adverse findings. This is related to a recent out-of-competition anti-doping test. That process thorough scientific investigation and evaluation with the participation of independent experts. That investigation and subsequent evaluation concluded that Mr. Yildrum did not ingest or become exposed to a banned substance knowingly or with a performance enhancement intention. Instead, Mr. Yildrum unintentionally and inadvertently, damn some big words, became exposed to a substance as a part of muscular inflammation therapy that he received in Germany. And I'm going to stop right there. So, Avni Yildrum loses to Dirrell, flies to the convention, gets made mandatory after a loss, pops for PEDs, forgiven for those PEDs, and reinstated as the mandatory. And that's Avni Yildrum. It said that when David Benavidez came back, see, it said that also that Avni Yildrum should have been given a rematch in the Dirrell fight. But the WBC didn't do that. Instead, they allowed Dirrell to go and face Benavidez while Yildrum was dealing with all that mess. They allowed him to get a voluntary. And so it was known that the winner of David Benavidez versus Anthony Dirrell for the WBC belt would have to fight Avni Yildrum. They already knew this. They already knew this. The problem is that Avni Yildrum got injured after that. And so the WBC allowed David Benavidez to take a voluntary, which is how we got Alexis Angulo. They were supposed to fight back in April. Coronavirus kicks in, and so they pushed it down to last weekend, and here we are today. So that's Avni Yildrum. Every time he stepped up, he lost. He lost to Chris Eubank Jr., and he lost to Darrell. Those were the two hardest fights in his career. Now as for Canelo Alvarez. Canelo already has the WBA regular championship at 168 pounds. He beat Rocky Fielding for that particular belt. So if he wins this WBC vacant strap, will some call him a unified champion? Some may call him and say he's going to be a unified champion. All I know is fights like this are the reason why I'd be hesitant to put Canelo as number one pound for pound. I'm sorry, fam. I got Jamal Charlo at 160. I got Demetrius Andrade. We thought Canelo was going to do the Billy Joe thing. Maybe even the Callum Smith thing. But no. He says, no, forget all that. I want Avni Yildrum for the vacant strap. Because 5 years from now, no one's going to remember who I fought. They just going to know that I got another belt in another weight class. Black Star TV in the building. What's up, family? Let me see what y'all talking about. Black, yeah, this is crazy, homie. This is really crazy, man. Canelo found another virgin to sacrifice, says LL. Yeah, man, exactly, fam. I bet after Canelo wins, they will not make him fight David Benavidez. I think that Canelo will drop it first. Absolutely. Well, the WBC, for those who haven't heard this, have already indicated that they're not looking towards David Benavidez's way. The thing is this. David Benavidez and his people put in paperwork to be the alternate for this fight. You got to remember, Avni Yildrum is over in Istanbul, Turkey. There's travel restrictions going on right now due to the COVID. So if he's not allowed to come to America for whatever reason, well, David Benavidez put in paperwork to say, hey, if he can't make it, then throw me in as the backup. But guess what the WBC did, fam? They said no. They said they were, according to Mauricio Suleiman, and I quote, I remember this one off the head, we're just going to let things play out naturally. End quote. So you don't even really want Benavidez in the mix right now. They don't want to put that threat to Canelo right now. Oh, because they want Canelo carrying their belt. You feel me? So, I mean, I don't know what's going to happen with Benavidez, given he is the former champion. Now, we remember what happened to him before. When he was stripped, he still got an opportunity to get right back into title contention. And he got that belt back. I wonder how long will the WBC keep David Benavidez away from Canelo Alvarez? How long? Will Canelo Alvarez win this WBC and then say, oh, forget David, I want to go into a unification with Billy Joe? Nope, forget David, I want to go into a unification with Callum Smith. Is that next? I don't think it's going to be Charlo. I don't think it's going to be Andrade. And the way it's looking at it, might not be Benavidez. People may say, well, Mainman Mademan, politics, smaller ticks. You know what I'm saying? Sides of the street. You know that Canelo with Golden Boy in the zone. You know that David Benavidez is with Al Heyman and PBC. It don't work. Miss me with that, champion. Because guess what? Avni Yildrum, he rocks with the PBC. They sitting back waiting on word from the PBC. And we know Canelo Alvarez rocks with the other side in the zone and Golden Boy. But this is coming together. I always said this. This is why I always say this. The only way that we're really going to get a lot of these fights is when it comes down to these orders and purse bids. It's the only way that you can really bring both sides of the street if the sanctioning body is willing. If they're trying to be some sort of impartial. This is why I've always said that fighters like Gary Russell Jr. go to 135 because you're the WBC champion. So when you go up there, champion, you should be placed in the number one slot, just like Canelo Alvarez. That's what happens. That's what Canelo is using in this instance. Moving up in weight, given that he's the WBC champion at 160, they have every reason and cover to place Canelo Alvarez in the top 5, number 1, fighting for the title next, all that. Because he's the champion at 160 or franchise champion at 160. What's the same way for Gary Russell Jr.? And this is why I always say, If Gary, you really want that fight, homeboy, with Devin, why don't you just go to 135, drop your belt into the WBC at 135? They got to place you high. Because look what they doing to Canelo with his cherry picking ass. But he number one pound for pound, man. Canelo can fight at catch weights. Canelo can go up in 160 and fight for vacant titles. He don't have to fight Charlo. He don't have to fight Andre. You know, he can do whatever he wants. He's the cash cow. He don't have to fight Golovkin right now. He can go for the vacant 168-pound strap against Avni Yildrum and still be considered pound for pound by Canelo Nation, of course. So, this is very unfortunate, man. I'm not happy with this pick at all. I didn't really know this much that Avni Yildrum was this loaded down and dirt. Like, I didn't know he was a PED user, 2 losses. Every time, I remember the Chris Eubank Jr. fight. I do remember the Darrell fight as well. But, I mean, damn, bro. How are you still the mandatory? How do you lose, get popped for a PED, oh, they forgive you for it, and you still the mandatory? Bruh. Has that ever been done in boxing? Like real spill, like, has that ever been done in boxing? Has somebody fought for the WBC, lose it, become the Mando again, get popped for PEDs, get injured, and come back to a title fight against the cash cow of boxing? Bro, I'm not understanding boxing no more, bro. What the heck? This is crazy, bro. This is crazy, man. I ain't never seen nothing like this, man. So it's going down, man. Canelo versus Yildrum. I got Canelo all day. Word on the curb is that the governors voted to order this suit, and by overwhelming majority of that. I tell you, man, this is sad. Let me see if I can grab any more quotes before we get out of here, man. This is crazy, bro. But we want to call Canelo number one pound, but he fighting Avni Yildrum. And then he going to be running around talking about he's a unified champion. Are y'all serious? Are y'all serious? I don't think there's really no more quotes to be had to this right here. They didn't give out much other than pretty much announcing. It's on the WBC's Twitter for anyone who's looking for it. Of course, a million articles are coming out by the minute about this, so of course you'll see it. But it's just, man, look, the WBC Board of Governors has voted 36-1. Just one little lone opposition. 36-1 for Canelo Alverez to face Avni Yildrum. Everybody was in lockstep. Man, this is crazy. This is crazy. At the least they could have said, you know what? Benavidez, since you won, you beat Angulo, yeah, we stripped you, but we're going to let you get that fight right, run it right back against Canelo because that's just a big fight. It's just a big fight. No, I don't get it, bro. So I'll see how we all see how this is going to go. Let me ask y'all, if Canelo Alvarez beats Avni Yildrum, do you think he's going to get in there with David Benavidez, or he going to move to the Callum Smiths and the Billy Joe Saunders of the world? Do you think he's going to go towards David Benavidez has been making it known, I want this fight. However, I know Canelo got this anti-Mexican thing going on right now where he don't want to fight any of his fellow Mexicans right now. So I don't know, man. You know what I mean? All I know is this is garbage, bro. And the WBC, out of all of these, this is perhaps had to be the worst WBC convention that we've just recently had with the decisions that's coming out from this convention, man. I mean, from transferring of the franchise titles to taking supposedly a top pound for pound fighter and putting him in a vacant fight with no competition in a nutshell. My guess is whatever promise they made to Avni Yildrum, they just couldn't get away from it. But why did they make any promises to Avni Yildrum? It is what it is. I would have loved to see Canelo Alvarez go to 175 and really test himself. If you want to go up there, Better Be was right there. Here's the sad part. Dimitri Bivol, the Canelo killer. He is the Canelo. I'm telling you, Dimitri Bivol is the one. Canelo runs for the hills away from Dimitri Bivol. Dimitri Bivol stated that he will come down in weight. Dimitri Bivol stated that he will take less money. Dimitri Bivol stated that he will come anywhere that you want him to come. But you don't even mention the man's name. And guess what, Canelo? He ain't Mexican. So what's really good? Oh, but Canelo Nation don't want to talk about that. Don't make me whip out the Bivol quotes on your ass. I will whip out the Bivol quotes on your ass. You want to fight Avni Yildrum, but you want to act like Dimitri Bivol don't exist. You want to act like Jamal Charlo don't exist. You want to act like Demetrius Andre don't exist. And then Canelo Nation going to sit back and defend this crap. Nah, bro. Mr. 365 million? Mr. $35 million a fight to fight Avni Yildrum? Boxing. Get it together. What the hell is this? Am I going wrong here, fam? If I'm going wrong, please tell me I'm going wrong. You know what I'm saying? Please. Blackstar say Canelo is a Mexican invention. They are constructing his resume. He is not the best. You know what? I was like this close, Blackstar, from doing a video the other day. I was really doing some heavy research, and I was looking to what all of the other great Mexican champions have been saying about Canelo. And I was honestly going to defend Canelo to a certain degree. I was wondering why, you know, fighters like Julio Cesar Chavez and some of the greats, Juan Manuel Marquez and guys like that, they never give Canelo like really full credit. They always say he got to do more. He's got to do more. They always ask, you know, who has done the things that Canelo has done. They realize, yes, Canelo has been through all of these weight classes. Yes, Canelo has made a lot of money. But when you really look at it in the totality of things, they never gave Canelo credit until he fought Golovkin. And I was like, huh? You listen to the great Mexican fighters talk about Canelo. They never started crediting Canelo until he beat Gennady Golovkin. That's the one that they consider him really finally stepping up. And that's not Mainman Mademan's opinion. That's what they are saying. And I wonder why they're always saying that. But now I'm looking at this, and I'm like, you know, I see what's going on here now. Canelo a slick little dude, man. He's a slick little dude. Matthew L in that building. What's up? This is shameless bias and corruption all day, all day. WBC should have made him fight Jamal. I guess that just makes too much sense, Blackstar. Makes too much sense. This is why I no longer like Canelo. Yeah, man, because he gets too much handed to him, man. I mean, oh, like you, Crawford, who we consider #1 pound for pound, has never got this many hookups. Canelo has gotten drug laws changed. Canelo has gotten fights at lower weight classes for higher weight class belts. He fought Miguel Cotto for the 160-pound belt at 157 pounds. What the hell? You know what I'm saying? He fought Erslandy Laura at a catch weight. What was it, like 150? Like, it was like a 155? Like, for what? You know what I'm saying? Like, for what? Hook up Central, champion. Hook up Central. Alex says, yo, boxing is kind of broken at this point. It's all about money. I'm sure Avni Yildrum's promoter, when he went to that WBC convention in 2019, he greased a lot of palms. He greased a lot of palms. I'm willing to bet. The same way, and I'll bring this up one more time. I never forget this, man. The second that Sean Porter lost to Earl Spence Jr., he was on the first thing smoking to that WBC convention. There were videos coming out galore. Sean Porter and Kenny Porter hanging down there, and they never lost their #1 position. This is why when everybody always come to me and say, yo, man, why won't Sean do this against Bud? Because he's not going to leave his #1 position in the WBC. I'm sure he had to pay a lot of, well, I'm sure he had to talk to a lot of people for that. He ain't leaving the WBC, fam. And he knows that. Kenny knows that. The WBC knows that. This is why he's fighting this German cat. He's going to get back into contention. It's all, these conventions are starting to look like big giveaways now, bruh. If you got the right amount of money, you better pop up at a WBC convention and grease some palms. Real spill. Stormy B-Man in the building. What's up, family? What's up with you, man? Trust him. But hey, Stormy, I be loving the Kung Fu movie breakdowns, fam. Hey, please keep them coming, homie. I'm always in the background on them joints, bro. Love the Kung Fu movie breakdowns, homie, all day. Major Sonny Chiba fan right here, homie. Major Sonny Chiba fan, man. Street Fighter and Sister Street Fighter, bro. Major fan, homie. Keep doing what you do, man. Real spill. Canelo is a disgrace, says Black Star. is a disgrace to the Mexican greats. Those guys fought everybody. And that's why they talk about them the way I've always wondered. Man, I'm telling you, bro, I was this close from pushing that vid out. I did like a couple hours of research on it. I had quotes galore, but I pulled back because I said, you know what? I'm not going to do this. I ain't going to put this out on Canelo. But now I'm just like, yo, I don't know. Benavidez is out the loop now. No WBC shot until Canelo drops the belt all day. All day. I mean, he tried to put this order in to be the alternate. They wouldn't hear it. They didn't want to entertain it at all. I don't know if they just tired of David Benavidez or they just don't want to risk Canelo not having that title but for so long. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Or they don't want to put that much risk on Canelo. That's what I think. Yeah, man. I forgot he don't fight Mexicans. What a joke. Exactly. The man don't fight Mexicans. He's already well on record. I don't want to fight no other Mexican fighter. Caleb Plant may be a good option if politics don't get in the way. But what I see Canelo doing, if he wins this WBC, I see him maneuvering back to Callum Smith or Billy Joe Saunders for unification. You know what I mean? I think he goes down that road. I know he's not going to go down the Charlo road, and we know I don't know why I don't want to go down the Andre road. Eventually, he's going to have to do the Triple G thing. It's just a matter of time before that comes up. So I don't know where David's going to fit in that, man. I know where David's going to fit in that. Last of a dying breed in the building. What's up, homie? What's going on? Salute, homie. I was watching your Keith Thurman video. Then this popped up. Oh, much love, fam. Much love. Yeah, man. Just trying to get out. I'm a little behind. I'm trying to catch up on some of the boxing news, man. Yeah, that joint this morning, man. I really liked that live stream, man, because dog, I'm just at a point now. I really, dog, it gives me almost a headache to talk about this Thurman and Crawford thing. It's like saying, dog, you know it makes sense. You know it makes sense. Everyone knows it makes sense. We don't have to make a million videos about it, how it makes sense or how it don't make sense. Everyone knows it does. It's just that boxing ain't giving it to us. Stop, man. It's getting bad, bro. It's getting bad. PBC should pull a Jamal versus Caleb fight, and then Canelo will drop the belt again. A Jamal oh, that is actually smart, Black Star. A Canelo, hold on. A Jamal versus Caleb. Will Caleb take that? Will Jamal take that? A Caleb versus Jamal. And then Canelo will drop the belt once again. Oh, yeah. That's what's gonna happen. If Jamal moved up to 68, Canelo going back down to 60. Wherever Jamal go, Canelo going the other way. Oh, Jamal over there? Oh, I'm going out this door over here. I'm gonna go this way. Tell him I said what's up. You know what I mean? Like, Canelo going the opposite way wherever he see Jamal Charlo, fam. That's just the facts of the matter. That's just the facts of the matter. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. He won't fight fighters who are athletic, with lateral movement, hand speed, or who have aggression. He wants to dictate contractually and sanctioning wise. He sucks, basically. Exactly. He basically setting it up, man. He's setting you up. I mean, this dog, Canelo is getting to a point where he is starting to get on a lot of boxing fans' nerves, bro. We all know everything that's been handed to him, even like today with his negotiation tactics. The man is literally out here during a pandemic talking about I got to make $35 million a fight. To fight to fight who? I got to make this $35 million a fight. Like, you ain't trying to give no room, no leeway or nothing to get a better opponent in the ring. Canelo's positions, though, he's like a spoiled little child. I don't want to fight Mexicans. You got to lower the clenbuterol limits and allow a small amount in your system now. You know what I mean? The WBC following him around like a scorned little woman, like just following him around everywhere he goes. Do you want a belt, Canelo? We can do the Canelo belt. You don't want the Canelo belt? Okay, let us do the Mayan belt. Here go the Huko belt. Well, you tell us the name of the belt, Canelo. You tell us the name of the belt, and we'll give you a belt. Embarrassing. But y'all want to say he number one pound for pound over Bud, though. And like you said, lateral move. Erislandy Lore, he'll never face an opponent like that again. This is the reason I want to see him against Dimitri Bivol. This is the exact reason, Stormy B. Man, that I want to see him in there with Dimitri Bivol. Because Dimitri Bivol can do all of those things that you named, and I would love to see how Canelo deals with that. This ain't Sergey Kovalev coming off a fight 2 weeks ago. This is a guy who says he's willing to come to your level. He's willing to take less money. You can have all the money you want. What else do you need? What weight class do you want it to go? You want to go down to 147 pounds? I see you there. That's Dimitri Bivol. Ain't giving you no obstacles. Oh, but man, it's not a big name. But Avni Yildrum is. Make this make sense. So we'll just leave it here, man. The WBC has now said that Canelo Alverez will be fighting for the vacant 168-pound championship at super middleweight. Oh, same thing, right? But he'll be fighting for the vacant title against Avni Yildrum, a guy who in his last fight fought for the vacant WBC title, a guy who tested positive at one upon a time for PEDs, and a guy who's done nothing since his last loss to earn a title shot at the cash cow of boxing. But if you leave it up to the WBC and their board of governors, it's all good. I catch up with y'all soon, man. Much love to the fam, man. Thumbs up on the way out if you did not hit it on the way in. Salute to everybody over at Mainman Mademan's Boxing Forum, fam. This is crazy. When are we going to report some damn good news? I'm looking forward to good news. I'm moving on to the Alexander Povetkin and Dillian White thing. I catch y'all on the next one. Peace out.